The story begins with our main character called IG Hashimiya, who is convinced that 10 years ago, his wish destroyed the entire world. When he was only a small boy, IG made a wish with a special being. He doesn't quite remember what he wished for, but all he knows is that after his wish, people all around the world started dying and great destruction began. The people who survived tried to rebuild the world, but it has taken a long time. Still, parts of the planet are destroyed, entire pieces of cities levitate in the sky, green skies flood all over the world, and beings called the Order, these magical beings, can grant wishes and powers. The theory is that one of them caused the Great Destruction, and currently, it is suspected there are 2,000 orders all around the world. IG thinks he himself is an order. In the present day, this is all part of everyday lectures in schools. IG doesn't have a lot of friends, and a lot of the time, he is bored in class. After school, he goes to visit his stepsister called Sina in the hospital. She has a mysterious illness that none of the doctors can cure. After his visit, IG makes his way back home. As he walks down the destroyed streets, he blames himself for everything that has happened. He doesn't remember his wish clearly, but he remembers wishing that the world was destroyed. Suddenly, he sees a group of desperate people marching and looking for orders. Finally, IG manages to make it back home. There, he sees a floating girl with purple hair and eyes shaped like a cross. Her name is Daisy, and while IG doesn't know much about her, he knows that she appeared on the day of the Great Destruction. She has the power to turn someone's wish into a superpower. IG thinks both he and Daisy caused all of this destruction. Daisy greets IG and questions why he isn't using his powers. This angers IG. She tells him that he shouldn't be scared of using his powers. As he doesn't quite remember what he wished for, IG is confused because he is convinced he caused the Great Destruction. Daisy just smiles and disappears. The next day at school, a new transfer student joins the class whose name is Rin. IG thinks she is very beautiful, and for the first time, is excited to be at school. Afterwards, just before he enters his apartment, Rin meets IG. He is surprised and happy to see her. Rin tells him that she has lost her apartment key, so maybe he can call a locksmith. IG wants to help her, so he offers for her to come inside. The moment IG starts to unlock the door, Rin uses a taser and knocks him unconscious. When IG wakes up, Rin is revealed to be an assassin and is there to kill IG, who is revealed to be the Order that destroyed the world. As Rin's parents died in the destruction, this mission is also personal. Just as Rin is about to stab IG, his powers activate, and she stabs herself. In a panic, IG runs away. Now helicopters and special units are searching for him. Elsewhere, members of the secret organization that sent Rin are disappointed that she disobeyed an order and went after IG. Sina gets a call, and on the other end is a panicked and scared IG. He promises to visit her soon. In the hospital, the phone call calms down IG, and he makes his way to his stepsister. When he arrives at the hospital, it's all empty until Rin and some soldiers show up. Somehow, she totally regenerated and is now holding Sina as her hostage. Rin stabs Sina with her swords and tells IG to meet her in another location. IG loses control and wakes up in a parking lot where Daisy appears, and she again tries to make him remember his true wish. IG finally remembers that he didn't wish for world destruction but world domination. IG arrives, and Rin unleashes insane amounts of gunfire on him. Nothing happens, and Rin starts to heal Sina without even wanting to. IG then reveals his binding dominator, a power which creates a domain in which IG rules over anything. Any being caught in IG's domain submits to his will. After he takes over the soldiers, IG now moves on to Rin. Rin remembers her parents dying in a giant fire, and she also remembers when she gained the power to heal herself and others around her. In the present, IG takes control over her and submits her to his will. She is not allowed to attack IG nor Sina. This makes Rin go into a rage, but she is unable to do anything to IG. Then, suddenly, Lieutenant Abraham Louis Frank shows up. He is also an order and has the power of time. He uses his power to smash IG's head into the floor. IG is captured and awakens tied up in a cell. Not even a moment passes, and Rin shows up and starts to untie him. She explains that he has been captured and is now under the base of the Decephu organization. She is still under his order and cannot kill him, but she wants to free him so that others don't kill him. The two make their way through the vents, where Rin tries to fire off a bullet and kill IG with a ricochet. But she ends up killing herself. However, she regenerates in no time and promises that even though she can't harm IG or Sina for now, one day she will kill him. Rin tries to take IG through the most dangerous path so he dies, but all she manages to do is kill herself multiple times. Finally, they find out where Sina is being held, and IG wants to save her. IG and Rin fight off the soldiers and find Sina. She is levitating in a special chamber, and Louis Frank is there guarding her. Rin has warned IG that Louis Frank can control time. IG tries to use 3 grenades to confuse Frank, but their fight is interrupted when several other orders arrive and stop the battle. The orders start to clap for IG and introduce themselves as the Decephu group of 10. The group's leader, Yoshitsun Hiragi, explains that their mission was never to harm them but instead to have them lead Japan. Since the Great Destruction, the Japanese government has not been able to function, so they could use someone like AG to take control. However, we see that Hiragi seems to have a plan he's keeping secret. IG accepts to be the new ruler as the Decephu group promises they will find a cure for Sina's illness. After being held prisoner for a while, Rin is released. IG is uneasy with this new position, but he goes along with it anyway. He joins a meeting with the rest of the 10, and there he finds out the mission to conquer Yamaguchi. IG is shocked when it seems that he will have to be on the front lines of battle. He tries to come up with his own strategy, but Kanamori, the main strategist, uses his powers on him and tells him not to interfere. After the meeting, one of the members of the 10 gives IG a gun. Later, the Decephu group starts a broadcast with the Prime Minister. The broadcast is seen live on all the screens in Japan. The Prime Minister basically accuses IG of controlling the Decephu organization to overturn the government. The Prime Minister then shows several hostages who are family members of the Decephu 10. He starts executing them. So, AG is shocked and has to think fast. AG then comes up with a plan to show just how dangerous he is. He begins shooting and killing all the members of the Decephu Group 10. The Prime Minister doesn't understand what is happening. The broadcast ends, and it is revealed that IG used his power to fake the bullet shots, and all his allies are alive. This was just a way for him to stop the hostages from being killed. IG, Rin, and a couple of soldiers move through the tunnel to arrive at Yamaguchi to conquer it. The tunnel starts to collapse, and they need to run. In the last moments, the same girl who gave IG the gun, called Io, shows up. She is part of the 10, and her order is seeing the future with her power. She manages to save IG and Rin. They manage to escape the tunnel before it collapses. IG notices that Io has a strange bunny headband, but when he tries to touch it, Io flies away. She tells him that if anyone touches her headband, she will get pregnant. Rin is attacked by Terra, the ruler of Yamaguchi in the Rock Order. Eiji and Neo move in closer to help her, but suddenly Io starts to give birth. Confused and scared, IG tries to call for backup, but no one picks up on the other side. Terra reveals to Rin that the UN has ordered a nuclear missile to hit IG, and it seems that, in order to protect their homeland, the Decephu government sent IG to Yamaguchi so that the nuclear missile hits there. IG takes Io to the hospital. While there, he realizes that he was the target all along, and no help is coming. IG contacts Rin and commands her to attack Terra to buy some time. Terra uses her powers of rock and petrifies Rin. She later uses the giant rock monster to attack IG. At the last second, IG manages to use his order power to create a force field. Terra then informs the citizens of Yamaguchi that IG is here, the one who caused the Great Destruction. The people start throwing rocks and attacking IG's force field. Meanwhile, Rin is still petrified. When one of the 10 arrives, called Major Sundin, it is revealed that Sundin was feeding information about IG to the enemy this whole time. IG takes control of Terra and the people around him. He also uses his order power to control the rock god. He apologizes for all his sins and promises that nobody will be hurt. His plan is to stop the nuclear missile. The rocket is launched, and there are only seconds until impact. When the nuclear rocket comes close, IG tries to use his powers to affect gravity. This slows down the rocket just enough for the rock god to be able to catch it. The rocket is still too powerful, but then some members of the 10 show up and help IG. They manage to stop the rocket, and it is revealed that the Decephu government still needs IG. Hiragi gets on the line with the UN, just before they launch the second nuclear missile. They refuse to make a deal, and a second missile is launched. IG and his allies, using the rock god, prepare for the second missile. Terra realizes that IG is trying to help and maybe isn't such a monster. She gives even more power to the rock god. The missile almost hits, but IG, with the help of the others, manages to stop it from exploding. Sundin also transports Rin to the battlefield, and she helps heal the rock god. After some time passes, Rin is in the hot springs with the other girls of the Decephu government. Even Terra has joined them. She thinks about IG and her vengeance, and part of her is seeing him in a new light. Later, Saji arrives to see Sina has been transported into a room, and Hiragi is there with her. IG attacks him, but Hiragi tells him that his sister has no memory of the incident with Rin, and she thinks everything is normal. Then he tells IG that his sister's illness is very advanced, and she only has half a year to live. Later, Sina is taken in her wheelchair to a special room by Hiragi. There, IG shows up and wants to get back his sister, but Hiragi tells him they will test if she has the potential to become an order. Hiragi also uses his order power to overpower IG and command him to conquer Japan. Eiji and Rin go all over Japan as he uses his powers to slowly take over several cities. He takes over the Yakuza and other organizations that have power over the cities and its citizens. While on their travels, IG and Rin grow closer. They start sharing food, and slowly the fire of vengeance in Rin's heart starts to become weaker. As they both have grown closer, a man with a red eye then appears in the distance. His power is so great that even Io senses him. While Rin is getting herself and IG some food, that same man appears behind her and releases her from IG and his order domain. She now has total freedom to kill IG. The Yakuza now seem to be attacking IG, and he is confused as to why his powers did not work. He is confronted by Hattori Hanzo, who turns out to have the same powers as IG. Rin shows up and attacks IG, also revealed to have the same eye as Hattori. The rest of the members of the Decephu 10 show up to help, and it is revealed in battle that Hattori is being controlled by someone else, a man with a red eye. Rin fights her former comrades, and IG Hiragi also arrives and uses his order of changing fact into fiction to heal everybody and win the fight. Rin and Hattori also escape. IG is confused about what happened, but then Daisy appears and reveals that the one behind this is IG's biological father, Hashemi. IG doesn't believe this new information about his father as he died 10 years ago when the Great Destruction happened. After some time to take his mind off the situation, IG and Io are sent on a mission. The whole time, Io is thinking about her feelings towards IG. Meanwhile, IG is thinking about Rin and what she is doing. When they arrive at their mission location, they barely survive an avalanche and end up in an underground cave. Io begins confessing her feelings, but then some mysterious people appear. One of them introduces herself as Shirabayashi Kuroko Amiko of Azumo. She promises to help IG's sister with her illness if both he and Io win a game against her. The trials start, and at the end, with both of their combined powers, they manage to win. Right before Kuroko accepts to help, Matsudaira Fumai, who is also part of PS6, the same organization that IG previously faced, appears. They battle, but IG manages to get the upper hand. Later, Fumai reveals that Daisy is actually a program that is used to locate orders. Daisy opens a portal to Rin and the others. A samurai order uses his powers and kills Kuroko. Later, IG and Hiragi talk, and finally, Hiragi explains what IG's father really did. Hashimiya Janai and Hiragi were scientists together, and their work included turning wishes into powers. Janai was always a good man until one day he changed. He created a program called Daisy that had the capacity to turn wishes into powers. Janai then killed the lab and betrayed Hiragi. Eiji can't believe what he is hearing. Rin and Hattori kidnapped Sina, and Eiji tries going after them but fails. He later goes on a journey with Sundin to find his sister. It is revealed that Janai plans to unleash the second great destruction, and Sina decides that she will confront her father to try and stop him. Sina and Rin go out to eat before the meeting where they connect and share a meal. Rin also tries to prepare Sina for the interview. When Sina arrives, she sees Janai, and she notices that he doesn't look like the father she remembers. He hugs her and tells her in order. Janai had this whole thing planned, and he uses Sina to announce to the world that IG is evil and needs to be stopped. Jenna then picks up a weak Sina and takes her away. Haiji arrives at the building while Rin and Louis Frank try to stop Janai, but they are defeated. IG arrives with an elevator and tries to save Sina. Suddenly, a giant sword slash is unleashed on the building. AIG gets both his arm and leg cut off, and all the reporters and people in the building die because of the destruction. Gennady tells AIG that he will use Sina once again to begin a great destruction, and that IG has a role to play. Right before he leaves, IG activates his powers and regenerates, which even impresses Janai. Later, the news blame IG for all the deaths, and it seems that Daisy is monitoring people's feelings as hate and anger are spreading. Later, IG awakens in a lab with EO by his side. She tries to seduce him, but he refuses her advances as he cannot betray Sina. He explains that she is all he has. He then tells EO that Janai is not his father, but it is revealed that Daisy used an avatar to alter his memories. Haiji and Sina both remembered their father being kind, and he looked different. This was all a way to make them forget. Elsewhere, Hiragi and his team start an attack on Janai's base of operations. Janai and Sina talk, where he reveals that it was IG who begged him to hurry up with his research so that they could cure Sina. In his desperate attempt to cure Sina, Janai discovered the gate theory, which showed him that while our bodies are in this world, our minds are in a different reality. He also makes Sina remember everything. It wasn't IG who caused the great destruction, but it was Sina all alone. She first made a wish that opened the gate and created the orders, revealing that she destroyed the world. IG arrives just in time, and Janai tries to reason with him, showing him that this process will allow him to live any life he wants in any universe he wants. IG refuses and goes after his sister. He awakens Sina, and she stabs him. She remembers everything. It is revealed that after Sina opened the gate to the other world, she couldn't control her powers, and that is what caused the great destruction. Seeing his sister devastated by what she has done, IG developed a power that shifts her memories to him. She woke up in a bed, sick, and didn't remember anything. On the other hand, he convinced himself that he caused all the destruction. In the present, Sina is furious at her brother for lying and wants to open the gate again to make him happy. IG falls down into a pit where Rin was also trapped. In there, the two connect, and with their love, they are able to heal and power up. The gate begins to open, and IG and Rin attack Janai, with Hiragi and his allies also helping them. Finally, Hiragi uses his powers with his allies and kills Janai with the help of the Iron God. The portal remains stable, and IG finds the original Daisy there. He wishes for one final wish. She warns him if he loses control, another great destruction will happen. IG keeps calm and manages to reverse everything. The gate is forever closed, which means no more orders. Everyone returns to normal, and IG is now hailed as the hero who saved the universe. We see IG, Rin, and Io all waiting for Sina to celebrate her birthday, as now she is healthy and happy. This brings the anime to an end. Comment if you would like a part 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on any other video. See you next time. Bye.